I like most beers.
I'm drinking all of those.
Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Belgian Jasper. If this is your first time in the channel, hit subscribe right now.
I might be breaking down, I may be feeling weak. You wanna count me out, but don't you know I'm in too deep. You think I'm not as strong.
It's nice.
That's good.
That's light.
I like it. I do like it.
We're underground, fighting for our lives, mom and mom.
I guess I'm a lager guy. At the end of the day, I like most beers. I like an amber too. Gosh, what I've been drinking a lot of Mill Street Organic though. Yeah.
I definitely I love lagers too. I'm a light beer drinker. So I will definitely drink like Michelob Ultra. No problem.
I try not to get that light.
But I also like Pilsners. I also like Pilsners too. Yeah. I do like a really good stout every once in a while though.
We're just happy. I mean,
yeah.
I think last year when that first TikTok really blew up, I think that was the first moment where like, whoa, like that, because nothing like that had ever happened to us. So I think everything past that has been kind of gradually building, and we've had cooler opportunities, and we've been on billboards, we've done interviews, like morning TV things. So it's like, it didn't happen overnight necessarily. So you kind of get used to it, but it's still like, yeah, every once in a while you stop and you think like, wow, like we've come pretty far since, last couple of years. And I got one of the things that was really surreal was hearing our song play before the Stanley Cup playoffs. That was huge.
That was wild.
Because it's just such a big thing in Canada. Hockey, it's like religion here. So, when that happened, it just we're just really proud that our song was being played across the country, and that the Canadians were like, yes,
it's really heartwarming to know that our music is connecting with so many people, and so many people are it's resonating with a lot of people, and it feels awesome. TikTok is a great tool for marketing music, and just the fact that Coming Loose blew up there in the first place was very inspiring, and we just keep it going and keep showing new music all the time to our fans, seeing what works.
Yeah, it's definitely been an asset to us. We've definitely spread our music to a pretty big mass. Not just Canada too. We have a lot of American viewers and listeners. It's been great. It's given us a lot of opportunities.
I mean, we've always pushed on social media, but ever since that viral video came out, it was just been more of a push to make it happen again.
I think it was also just COVID. I think we had nothing else. Yeah. We didn't have shows. We couldn't go out and do what we were doing for the last 10 years. That was the band thing. That's what we did. And then so we really had to reassess what's going on now in the market, and what can we do still. So we were kind of forced to start TikToking, and now it's become second nature to us, and it's great. Now we can go out and still play shows and meet people like we used to, but we're still TikToking every day. And
social media gives a huge advantage to making that connection with your fans all the time, and even people who aren't even in Canada too, like I said before, people all around the world. We'll go live on TikTok, and there's tons of people from everywhere just being hey, from Belgium, or hey, from the Netherlands, or wherever it is. It's great. It's a great way to keep connected.
This day and age, you have to do it. Everyone's doing it, so if you're not doing it, you're just kind of behind. Which, sometimes I wish it was the 70s still, and we could just show up to a gig and play, and that's it. And everyone, the label's doing all your promotion and all that, but it's now the artist has to do a lot of that, and that's not always the most musical aspect of being a musician, and it can get a little tedious, but it's what you got to do.
She moves like an atom bomb. Got the nuclear codes in a Louis.
Cheers. Looks yummy.
I like that.
I like hibiscus, so
I just like
it's
I
really
like
good.
tart, like sour
It's really
candies
good.
and stuff like that. So that's right up my alley. Yeah.
She love me that she cut me loose.
I think we've always been pretty eclectic in our music taste, and we all have different things that inspire us. But yeah, even on our earlier records, there was still a bit of that variety of different sounds. You know, went from like psychedelic to kind of punk rock to more classic rocky. We've it's not something that we're like so conscious of. It's just kind of we've always liked to explore and experiment. Mm-hmm. And I guess, you know, in some of the earlier records, maybe you're trying to kind of find your sound too. So you're kind of, you know, you're writing different songs and seeing what works. And, you know, if that works, then you'll consider writing another song that's a bit more in that vein. But yeah, I mean, for example, like this new album, this new EP, we recorded it over like the process of like 2 years. You know, it wasn't we didn't just get in the studio one day and we banged it all out in one take. You know, we recorded the songs in different places with different producers, with different people playing on the tracks. You know, so it was kind of a culmination of what we've been doing last couple of years and just feeling the waters here in Canada and experimenting still and trying to find that new sound that's what we're going for, you know.
We really had a goal of really like amping up our production on this EP. So we just wanted to like take things to a whole new level of sonically where we can sound and where we know we can be. And I think that like really comes out in a lot of the songs, and that's probably why it's different sounding. It's because we just like really push ourselves to make the best quality sounding music we could, and I think it shows, and we love it. So. We're all kind of like set in our instruments in a sense, but like we play rock music, but we always like want to incorporate elements of, you know, we listen to a lot of pop music, hip hop music, like all that stuff kind of comes into the mixture when you're writing a song, like especially when we're all writing a song together.
I've come to like look at it as you know, I'm a bit particular with what I listen to and what I really like. And I've had to sort of take that down a notch because it is a bit of a democracy and not you know, if it was just what I wanted, it wouldn't be Harmonies. You know, it's a team thing, and we love rock and roll, and we love it from like every decade, you know, but we don't want to be this like kind of nostalgic act that's trying to be from a different decade. We want to take from every decade, you know, and but still, you know, be a great rock band, but of the times and modern and up to par with the other quality of genres and music going on, you know.
It's always been an idea for us to push the genre of rock music to the next level and make rock music for today. So we've got so much at our fingertips, like in terms of technology and in terms of like what we can do now. It's like, why wouldn't we use that? So, yeah, it's about, I don't know, pushing it. I like Oatmeal and I like Stout, so it sounds like it's gonna be my favorite of the day.
Let's find out. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's not bad. Stout's not my favorite type, but I said, I like all beer. I still like it.
It's rich,
but it's
it's
you
good.
can't. It's not the kind of beer you can like drink too much of. I couldn't have too many of these. You know, if you look back at like Deep Purple, for example, they were a pretty colorful band too. You know, they weren't so thrashy and like hard. They're writing pretty poetic things and some really great instrumentation. Great singers too.
I will say, like I'm a fan of going out to shows and I'm a fan of going to see bands all the time. Like it's kind of something I do as much as I possibly can, and I do like I'm a huge fan of metal and I'm a huge fan of like hard rock as well. I do like a band that is like flashy, like something sticks out that's like really, you know, really new and exciting, I will always like that, no matter what.
Awesome. Now, Ron, you mentioned the purple. How often do people tell you you're the spitting image of Ian Gillan?
Not enough. That guy's handsome. Yeah, Ian Gillan was probably. They had so many singers, but Ian Gillan was probably the best. He had a great voice and a handsome guy. Yeah, I don't know. No, that's always a great compliment. I get I get all kinds of like things people say. I look like, you know. For some reason, I get Jack Black a lot on TikTok. Sometimes I get like the Oasis brothers, like one of those guys. Stuff like that. It's always different. I don't think I've ever gotten Ian Gillan. We appreciate honest lyrics too, and not trying to like sugarcoat them. You know, you can take a heavy topic or a heavy theme and twist it in a certain light and make it more palatable. You know,
right? Yeah, there's a lot of themes on this EP of like overcoming adversity, going through hard times, but the songs are still like upbeat and fun and like
I think it has to kind of do with the whole name and like the whole idea of the band too. It's like you can't have you know these good moments without going through the bad ones. You wouldn't appreciate those ones if you didn't go through the others. You know, and it's like life. You can't. It's not all good. It's not all bad. It's the stories you tell, and there's these ups and these downs, and you can't ignore one side of it and tell this other story. You know, it's all one and the same, and you kind of have to. We've always tried to be aware of that and paint that picture.
The crazy part about that too is the more that like, you know, the more time passes and the more time goes on with the band, it's like there's more of an understanding of how, you know, how the harmonies works through life, the ebb and flow, and the, you know, the highs and lows and stuff of like every day I understand it more and more, and it seems like a universal law in some ways, which is really trippy.
It's been, you know, the band's gone through a lot. It's I don't think we like letting our problems and our negative history get us down. We always try to overcome it and make the best out of a bad situation, and that's pretty much like the motto of the band. You know, it's you keep going on regardless of what life's throwing at you, and if life is throwing some negative shit at you, then turn it into a good song that other people can relate to and feel a part of, and that like it's awesome if you can write a sad song that other people like really like, and that gives them comfort even though it's a sad song, you know.
My girl rocks me with one steady roll.
Cheers, let's try it out. Cheers.
I don't know if I've had about it. That's interesting.
Yeah, there's some.
It goes down a bit different than beer, yeah.
Kind of reminds me of an apple cider.
Yeah, it feels a bit thicker, maybe.
It's good. Yeah,
Definitely.
I'm into it.
I like it, for sure.
We talked about this before.
It would probably be like an amber.
It'd be an amber ale.
Because it can't be too dark, but it can't be too light, and that's kind of the harmonies of the blend. So something like that.
Or what would be really cool if we did
like sweet and spicy kind of thing.
If we did like a really light like lager and a stout, and it was like a package.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be an okay idea.
It'd be kind of cool.
We've talked about hot sauces. That'd be
hot sauces.
Because I think we could do something interesting there.
I like
sweet and spicy kind of.
I like making hot sauce. I like cooking it.
We made hot sauce one time.
A lot.
With Scotch bonnet peppers, and
this is our first attempt.
It was our first attempt, so we blended like a ton of Scotch bonnets, like pretty much just Scotch bonnets, and then we both took a little dab of it, and instantly like I lost my breath.
Yeah,
it was
both
like the
of us.
hottest thing I've ever tried.
Yeah, both of us like.
So we had to tone it down. We did tone it down and made it palatable.
We didn't like take the seeds out or anything.
It was hot.
We kept everything like.
And the clock struck 6. I said, my baby's got a lot of tricks.
We got lots of new music coming. Lots of new music.
We got a tour coming up.
We've got a tour coming up in the fall. Yeah, that's gonna get announced very soon.
Yeah, I mean, we'll always if you follow us on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, we always post those updates and what's going on in our lives, where to find us, what to look out for. So as long as you hit us up there, and then you'll know. But yeah, there's some shows coming up. We're gonna do a tour pretty much across Ontario, maybe some locations in Quebec too. Maybe get out west. So yeah, check us out. Check us out, and maybe we'll come to your town. Who knows? We'll probably release some singles.
We'll release singles and then release an album.
Yeah, because this EP was pretty short, so it's like we released like 4. Yeah, I think we released 4 singles, and then we released the EP with like two new songs.
Yeah.
But I think if we do release an album, we'll probably do something like that again. Maybe we'll release like 6 singles and then another 6 songs, just like that.
Yeah.
That's more.
Sounds about right.
More standard how things go, but there was talk about adding a few singles to the EP and making it an album, making it like a deluxe thing. So you could, we'll release some singles. I'm pretty certain. Typically, I like lagers, but today I think I like the tart one the most.
I'm like, dude, I was just gonna say the same thing. but honestly, I do also like the stout.
There you go.
The oatmeal stout.
Didn't mind the stout, just wasn't. I'm not really a stout guy.
No.
You are awesome for watching this video. Click right here to see more content like it and subscribe to the channel.